You're watching Pulse for the 24th of February, and it's time for some Guild Wars 2 news. In this week's episode, we take a look at the only thing that really matters right now, the fact that the entire world can sign up for the Guild Wars 2 beta. If that's not enough, we're also taking a look at quite a few places where you can get coverage of last weekend's closed beta, a development update from ArenaNet, and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, if you weren't aware, hundreds of invited players and press from around the world logged into the Guild Wars 2 beta last weekend. They were, according to ArenaNet, treated with high adventure, exploration, in-depth personal stories, and teeth-rattling combat. I don't doubt that it was a lot of fun, and after seeing some of the coverage from the weekend, I really can't wait to play this game for myself. That said, I might be getting the chance to play sooner than expected, and I'm definitely not going to be the only one getting that chance. ArenaNet has just opened a sign-up form to the public for a Guild Wars 2 beta test. The sign-up form is going to be open for 48 hours in total, and sadly, as of recording this, most of the time is actually up. You're probably only going to have a couple of hours to sign up if you haven't already, but I will just assume that most of you have already, because news like this does travel fast. The ArenaNet guys did warn us of a few things. They said that their site is the only place to legitimately sign up for the beta. If you hear that there's an alternate site or a backup link, then it's most definitely a scam. They also let us know that they haven't announced when they're going to let us know if we got into the beta or when the next event will be. So we're just going to have to wait patiently for that. The actual sign-up process is quite easy. The first step is to just download the Scanatron 5000, which will scan your PC and submit its specs to ArenaNet. Then in step 2, you fill in your email address, your age, the country where you reside, your language, and if you're actually in a guild right now and your entire guild is signing up, you can fill that information in as well. There are a few other smaller pieces of information that they require, but the entire thing doesn't take more than a minute or two. So if you do get this far and you don't receive the confirmation email they were meant to send you, be very sure that you enter in your email address correctly. Apparently it's easy to typo stuff like this when you're as excited as you are, because yes, you're signing up for the Guild Wars 2 beta, you're gonna be pretty excited. Check your spam folders, and if you're not sure, try sign up again with the same email address. The system will tell you if the email address is already in use or not. If all of that fails, there's a link that you can visit that will resend you your confirmation email. I actually had to do that myself when I signed up. I didn't get that confirmation email, but you can see the link on your screens right now or find it in the description below this video. Lastly, the guys and girls from ArenaNet say that if you're signing up with a Gmail account, you may encounter some issues. That kind of sucks, seeing that most people use Gmail accounts, but if you have an alternate email address, try use that instead. All that said, I hope you guys and girls managed to sign up before the time ran out, because I think the beta could be a lot of fun. I very much doubt they're going to invite everyone that signed up unless they're doing some serious stress testing, so if you did sign up and you're looking to get in, then best of luck to you. We were told that selection for invitation to the beta pretty much entirely depends on ArenaNet's development needs at the time, and you got to keep in mind that there could be an NDA in place yet again, so that means no screenshots, videos, no talking about the game, nothing like that, but they will let you know about that if you get invited. That pretty much covers all the beta sign-up information. You can see the full beta FAQ on your screens right now and find it linked in the description below this video. There's a lot of information in there, so it might also be worth having a look at. With the most important piece of news in this episode out of the way, you may have realized some links popping up on your screen. So I'm going to link you guys to a bunch of places where you can get coverage of the closed beta that happened over this past weekend. There were obviously a ton of articles, videos, and screenshots going up all over the internet about the closed beta, so you're definitely not going to be starved for content. Some of my favorite spots to check out so far have been Total Biscuit's channel right here on YouTube. The Yogscast and the guys from the Curse Network have a surprising amount of videos up too. When it comes to articles, then, well, the usual suspects are there. Guild Wars Insider, Guild Wars 2 Guru, Guild Wars 2 Fans, Guild Wars 2 Journal, and many others. I have linked all their sites in the description below this video, so you can check those out at your own leisure. It really is worth checking out, especially if you're as excited for Guild Wars 2 as I am. Again though, click anything on your screens right now to open it in a new window, or just check the links in the description below this video. Next, we're going to talk about the recent beta development update that was posted on the official ArenaNet site. This post contains a quick introduction from lead game designer Eric Flanham, then he discusses the downed and defeated death mechanic mechanic in the game. And then they've also got Randy Knapp explaining some improvements to the compass in the game, Devin Carver discussing some of the additions they've made to the open world content, John Peters talks about changes and additions to the boons and conditions, and a lot more. It really is quite a meaty post, and yes, there are screenshots too, lots of them. So even if you have been watching a lot of Guild Wars 2 gameplay videos or reading articles, you might not have had them going as in-depth as this. So if you are in fact interested, check this out over at the official ArenaNet site. Now with that done, let's move on to the Guild Wars 2 smalls. There aren't that many smalls this time around, and let's be honest, no one's really interested in the smalls right now. We're only interested in knowing when we're gonna get into the beta. Or if we're gonna get into the beta. But first up, you can read what Mike Ferguson had to say on Guild Wars 2 World vs. World. Then the ArenaNet guys have announced Guild Wars 2 Spanish localization at launch. ArenaNet have explained their server overflow mechanic. And lastly, you can see an interesting article over at Guild Wars 2 Guru that compares Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2. Sadly, that's all I have for you in the news this week. Check back here soon for more, like the video and do all that other good stuff, but most importantly, happy signing up for the Guild Wars 2 beta.